Number 30. We Are All Fools in Love. From Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Context in the story, Mr. Darcy humorously acknowledges the irrationality and folly often associated with romantic relationships. Widely used in light-hearted commentary on relationships and human nature.
Number 29. True Places Never Are. From Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Context in the story, Ishmael reflects on the mystical and intangible nature of true places beyond the physical world. Widely used in quotes about exploration, imagination, and the search for deeper meaning.
Number 28. They Are Perfectly Splendid Lions. From The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. Context in the story, Lucy expresses admiration for Aslan's followers, reflecting her faith and awe in Narnia. Widely used in references to childlike wonder and appreciation of beauty or nobility.
Number 27. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. From Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Context in the story, Amy March expresses resilience and personal growth in the face of challenges. Widely used in motivational quotes about overcoming difficulties and self-improvement.
Number 26. I am a part of all that I have met. From Ulysses by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Context in the story, Ulysses reflects on how his experiences and encounters have shaped him. Widely used in quotes about the influence of personal experiences and interconnectedness.
Number 25. You Have Been the Last Dream of My Soul. From A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Context in the story, Sidney Carton expresses his unreciprocated love and the profound emotional impact Lucy has had on him. Widely used in romantic expressions of deep and enduring love.
Number 24. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. From I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Context in the story, a powerful metaphor for the pain of silent self-expression and repressed potential. Widely used in inspirational quotes about creativity, storytelling, and self-expression.
Number 23. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. From Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Context in the story, Catherine declares her profound and almost destructive connection with Heathcliff. Widely used in romantic or poetic expressions about deep emotional bonds.
Number 22. Don't Panic. From The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Context in the story, a humorous reassurance found on the cover of the fictional guidebook, reflecting the series' whimsical tone. Widely used in light-hearted advice about staying calm in stressful situations.
Number 21. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. From Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Context in the story, the satirical opening line critiques societal norms surrounding marriage and wealth. Widely used in humorous or critical references to traditional relationship expectations.
Number 20. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. From Les Misérables by Victor Hugo. Context in the story, a hopeful message about perseverance and the certainty of better times, aligning with the novel's themes of redemption. Widely used in inspirational quotes about overcoming adversity.
Number 19. I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. From A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams. Context in the story, Blanche Dubois reflects on her vulnerability and reliance on others, often to her detriment. Widely used in references to fragility, dependency, or ironic observations about trust.
Number 18. Time, which sees all things, has found you out. From The Odyssey by Homer. Context in the story, a reminder of the inevitability of justice and the consequences of one's actions, spoken by the gods. Widely used in references to fate, accountability, and the inescapable nature of time.
Number 17. Beware, for I am fearless, and therefore powerful. From Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Context in the story, the creature warns Victor Frankenstein of the strength born from his suffering and isolation. Widely used in empowering statements about overcoming adversity and fear.
Number 16. A man can be destroyed but not defeated. From The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. Context in the story. Santiago's determination to persevere despite overwhelming odds reflects human resilience. Widely used in motivational quotes about strength and perseverance.
Number 15. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. From Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Context in the story. Hamlet philosophizes about the subjectivity of morality and human perception. Widely used in quotes about perspective and relative morality.
Number 14. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. From 1984 by George Orwell. Context in the story. This phrase emphasizes the party's use of propaganda and historical revisionism to maintain power. Widely used in political and social discussions about media manipulation and historical narratives.
Number 13. The Horror. The Horror. From Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. Context in the story. Kurt's dying words reflect his realization of human depravity and existential despair. Widely used in descriptions of intense, often overwhelming experiences or realizations.
Number 12. We accept the love we think we deserve. From The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Context in the story. The protagonist reflects on how low self-worth shapes people's choices in relationships. Widely used in quotes about self-esteem and relationship dynamics.
Number 11. After all, tomorrow is another day. From Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. Context in the story. Scarlett O'Hara expresses hope and determination to rebuild her life after Rhett's departure. Widely used in references to resilience, optimism, and second chances.
Number 10. Hell is Other People. From No Exit by Jean-Paul Sartre. Context in the story. Garcin's realization that interpersonal relationships can define and limit individuals in painful ways. Widely used in commentaries on social dynamics, existentialism, and interpersonal conflict. Number 9. So We Beat On, Boats Against the Current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. From The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Context in the story. The closing line reflects the characters' futile struggle to achieve their dreams while being weighed down by their pasts. Widely used in reflections on nostalgia, ambition, and the persistence of human effort despite challenges.
Number 8. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. From Animal Farm by George Orwell. Context in the story. The pigs manipulate this maxim to justify their privileged position, symbolizing the betrayal of revolutionary ideals. Widely used in satirical commentary on hypocrisy, inequality, and power dynamics.
Number 7. Call Me Ishmael. From Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Context in the story. The narrator introduces himself with his simple yet iconic opening, inviting readers into the tale of Captain Ahab's obsession with the white whale. Widely used in pop culture as a recognizable way to introduce oneself or begin a narrative.
Number 6. Not all those who wander are lost. From The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Context in the story. Part of a poem about Aragorn. This line highlights his hidden strength and purpose despite outward appearances. Widely used in inspirational quotes about exploration, self-discovery, and non-conventional paths.
Number 5. Stay Gold, Ponyboy. From The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Context in the story. Johnny tells Ponyboy to remain true to his innocent and kind nature, referring to the fleeting beauty of youth and goodness. Widely used in references to preserving innocence, hope, or nostalgia, especially among youth.
Number 4. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. From Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. Context in the story. Rhett Butler's famous parting words to Scarlett O'Hara as he walks away, representing his exhaustion with her manipulative behavior. Widely used in pop culture as an expression of defiance or dismissal.
Number 3. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. From A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Context in the story. The opening line sets the stage for a story of contrast during the French Revolution, highlighting extremes of both human suffering and hope. Widely used in descriptions of contradictory or tumultuous periods in history or personal life.
Number 2. To be, or not to be, that is the question. From Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Context in the story. Hamlet contemplates the nature of existence and whether it is better to endure life's suffering or escape it through death. Widely used in references to existential dilemmas and decision-making, often with a dramatic or humorous undertone.
And number 1. Big Brother is watching you. From 1984 by George Orwell. Context in the story. This phrase represents the oppressive surveillance of the totalitarian regime, symbolized by Big Brother, the figurehead of the party that monitors every aspect of citizens' lives. Widely used in discussions about government overreach, privacy concerns, and surveillance culture in modern society. Let us know in the comments what quotes you enjoy from classic texts. See you in the next video.